Okay, how can you translate between equations and graphs? So in this question, we see a graph of a linear equation, and we're not given the equation. We need to come up with the equation. So the way that we're going to do that today, so you can represent a relationship between quantities with a table like this down here, a graph, or a linear equation. So far, we've been given equations and we've had to graph them. Now we have the graph and we want to figure out the linear equation. So the first thing we have to do is look at the order of pairs in here. You can see right here we have 1, 4, over 1 up 4, so your x value is 1, your y value is 4. The next point on this graph is 3, 6. So my x value is 3, my y value is 6, and up here I can see 7, 10. Okay. So now I want to write the equation that's shown by this graph and this table and the relationship that's there. So I'm going to look at my x values, I'm going to look at my y values, and I'm going to see how they're related. I've got 1, 4. Okay, so I can see if I add 3 to x, 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 7 plus 3 is 10. So I know that x plus 3 is going to give me y. So my linear equation is x plus 3 is equal to y. So this graph, this equation, and this table all represent the same relationship. Now how can you check that your equation is correct? Okay, well we can go back in and we can substitute a value for x. Okay, so if x is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. Let's check it with one that's not graph. Let's say x was 4. Okay, well if our equation's 4 plus 3 is y, the y value would be 7, and if it's correct, it should fall on this line. So here's 4, up here is 7. Okay, and you can see that it falls in our linear equation. Okay, let's look at one more example. Okay, in this one, let's see, let's look at number 2 here. Okay, y equals 3x is the equation, and you're asked to graph it. Now in this one, you don't have any values, you don't have any order pairs to graph. So we're going to make our own table. And remember, order is important, x, y. And now we can pick any value for x and substitute it in. Okay, so y is equal to, I'm going to choose 2 for x. So I can substitute that in. If x is 2, then y is 6. Okay, I'm going to choose another value. If x was 3, I can substitute into the equation 3, so x is 3, y is going to be 9. Okay, if x is 4, okay, I'll substitute it into this equation. Y is equal to 3 times x, so if x is 4, y is 12. And if x is 5, y is going to be 15, because 3 times 5 is 15. Now you have your ordered pair. Remember, order is important. These are in xy form. So I'm going to go over to 2, up to 6. Okay, 3, 9. 3 is going to fall right between 3 and 4. So there's 3. There's 9. Got 4, 12. Here's 4. There's 10, 11. 12 would be up here somewhere. Okay, so you could extend your graph, and you can see that it's a linear equation. Okay, so you can represent a relationship between numbers with a table, with an equation, or with a graph. Okay, always check your work.